Welcome to the jungle safari of time and tense. And as discussed, we wish to tell you that tense is like a three-branched, massive tree, deeply planted under the soil of grammar, and from there other sub-branches originate and acquire the height and scale the sky. Here again, we wish to welcome you into that jungle safari where the past tense will be discussed. And in that jungle, there is a situation like three birds sitting on the branch of a tree, namely present tense, past tense, and future tense. Today we are going to talk of past that is already gone. And as we look at the ladder, we notice that as if these three birds are sitting on a ladder, and first ladder is indefinite tense, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And this four-step ladder goes so on and so forth to conclude everything of the past tense. Before moving further, I wish here to lead you to and would like to introduce you with the resource person of the day, Miss Prinka Rajput, and she will be talking of past tense. So, without wasting much time, it's the dialogue of tense opens here, and it's over to Prinka.
Hello friends, today I would like to tell you about past indefinite tense. So first I would like to tell you about
Past tense is also of four types:
past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Here the past tense is divided into four types. So first we study past indefinite tense. The structure of affirmative is subject plus second form of the verb plus object. For example, Ram wrote a letter. Negative. Subject plus did plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, Ram did not read a book. Interrogative. Did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, did Ram jump on a bed? Interrogative negative. Did plus subject plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, did dogs not bark on the stranger? Here, WH question, interrogative. WH family plus did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, why did Rohit not go to Mumbai? WH question, interrogative negative. WH family plus did plus subject plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, why did Rani not come to school? So this is the structure and the example of past indefinite tense.
Yeah, how about the usages? Let us look at that part as well. In the jungle safari, I don't know where to go, which branch to take it, and when to talk about which tense. And that way it disturbs me, it disturbs my vision. Oh, here we got a peacock that talks of usages of the past tense, and let us look at them, where we will be talking of the usages of all past tense. And let us talk the way. Let us go to Prinka Rajput again. See how, please Prinka, introduce when to use past tense and when to not. So please introduce with the situations. How do we use past tense?
Now I will tell you about where we use the past indefinite tense for an action in the past. For example, the war ended in 1945. Second, normally the past indefinite tense is used in story. For example, once upon a time there was a king lived in jungle. Third, series of an action in the past. For example, he went to job centers several times. Fourth states, the party last week was great. So here the usage of past indefinite is very clearly, and I hope you will understood.
Ultimately, we come to the situation that past indefinite tense can be used for the action in the past, and second situation will be normal tense in stories. Past indefinite is used. Long, long ago, there lived a king. Series of action in the past, and it also talks of for states. Normally, yesterday is the term used during past indefinite tense. That's it for the day. Thank you. We'll meet again while moving to jungle safari, talking of another division of the past, that is past continuous tense. Welcome to the jungle safari of tenses, their concept and their use. Here I would like to introduce you time and tense. So far as English grammar is concerned, tense is like a three-branched tree, deeply rooted in the soil of grammar. This massive tree gains its height to scale the heights of literature, grammar, and all languages. Here I wish to carry to the jungle safari of tenses to introduce again to the talk. We can see that tenses can be divided into three parts. So far as English grammar is concerned, present tense, past tense, and future tense. It is like three birds sitting on a ladder, and the first pedestal of the ladder is indefinite tense, second continuous, third perfect, and fourth perfect continuous tense. May it be present, may it be past, may it be future. Here, for past tense also, the first letter is past indefinite, second one is past continuous tense, third one is past perfect, and final one is past perfect continuous tense. We had a discussion on past indefinite. Today we are going to talk of the second step of the ladder, that is past continuous tense. Moving to that, as we came to know that past indefinite is used in various situations to indicate past. Let us think of a situation. When can we use past tense? I met a woman who was carrying the pitcher. The woman was carrying the pitcher. The house was amid the jungle. There were many trees. I came across while talking of jungle safari. In grammarian talk, for having a systematic discussion on tenses and time and past tense, we have here Puneet Rajput. But before giving him a signal to start on the talk, I would like to tell past tense can be divided into 4 parts. Past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Without delaying, it's over to Puneet, who will guide our way in the jungle safari of past continuous tense while telling the ways to pass on. So it's over to Puneet.
Hi friends, here I will tell you about the past continuous tense. The structure of the affirmative sentence is like this: subject plus was verb plus first from the verb plus ing plus object. I was waiting for my friend. Negative sentence structure: subject plus was verb plus note plus first from the verb plus ing plus object. Example: monkeys were not jumping on the roof. Intro structure: was verb plus subject plus first from the verb plus ing plus object. Example: was Loan coming to our house? Interrogative structure: was verb plus subject plus note plus first from the verb plus ing plus object. Example: was Jyoti not learning Sanskrit? WH intro question. Structure: WH family plus was verb plus subject plus first from the verb plus ing plus object. Example: where were you going yesterday? WH negative interrogative structure: WH family plus was verb plus subject plus note first from the verb plus ing plus object. Example: where were you not inviting me?
This is the way we came to know that there are 6 divisions of past continuous tense. This structure of the sentences can be structured as positive sentence, affirmative form, subject plus was verb plus verb first form plus ing. Then there comes second structure as negative sentence, moving to interrogative sentence, and then interrogative. Then there comes WH structure, where WH family words are introduced. And finally we reach to WH negative. Hey, I don't know when to use past continuous tense. So for the same, I would like to request you, Puneet Rajput, to tell something about the rules and usages of past continuous tense. Over to Puneet.
Here is a usage of the past continuous tense. First, to express the idea at the time in the past when you were in the middle of something. Example, the pub was full of people watching football at big screen. Second, for action going over whole period. Example, the builder were working all night. Third, for longer action, I was working I was working for I was
Working on television when you rang. And so we came to that point that past continuous tense can be used in 4 situations. First, to express the idea at time in the past when we were in the middle of something. For example, the pub was full of people watching football on big screen. Second situation for using past tense for an action going over whole period. And the example is the builders were working all night. Final situation, another one more situation when we can use past continuous for longer action. Like I was watching television when you rang. So this way we came across knowing the situation when to use past tense. Again, let us see. This is all the peacock has to tell about past continuous tense. You will be most welcome in the jungle safari, and when we will be discussing past perfect and past perfect continuous. So peacock has to tell something. Hark. Are you listening it? You are most welcome to the next session of past perfect tense. Here ends the talk, and we will again welcoming you in the third step of past tense, that is past perfect. Welcome to the another segment of tense. Today we are going to talk of past perfect tense. Needless to say that tense is like a 3-branch tree, deeply rooted in the soil of grammar. And then its branches scale the height of language. Here I wish to tell that tense are of 3 types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. What is a tense? Grammatically, tense is an inflation of verb, usually used to indicate when an action happened. It is of 4 types. It is like 3 birds sitting on a ladder. That can be 4 steps. First step is indefinite tense, second continuous, third perfect, and final perfect continuous. In terms of past tense, it is past indefinite, past perfect continuous, and past continuous. So sequentially we studied past indefinite tense, past continuous tense. Now the turn of the discussion of past perfect tense. What is a past perfect tense? Hark! Again, welcome to the jungle safari of tense. We locate a house in the jungle, and there we noticed that Lolita had carried pitcher on her head. She had carried water to water the plant. Moving to this segment of the jungle safari, here we do have again with us Priyanka Rajput. She will be leading us to this journey of tense, and that is past tense. Past tense is also divided into 4 segments: past indefinite, having structure, subject plus verb second plus object. Similarly, the second division of past tense is past continuous. Again, its base structure is subject plus was verb plus verb first plus ing plus object. Next structure is past perfect tense, base structure having subject plus had plus verb third plus object, and that finally leads to past perfect continuous, whose base structure is subject plus had plus been plus verb first plus ing plus object plus since and for plus time. Today we are here to discuss past perfect tense, and in this jungle safari our leader is Priyanka Rajput. So over to Priyanka Rajput.
Hello friends, today I will tell you about past tense. Past tense is of 4 types: past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Today we will study past perfect tense. The structure of past perfect and affirmative is subject plus had plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, goats had eaten the grass. Negative: subject plus had plus not plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, I had not done it. Interrogative: had plus subject plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, had I taken my exams? Interrogative negative: had plus subject plus not plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, had I not taken my books from you? WH question interrogative: WH family plus had plus subject plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, where had I forgotten my books? WH question interrogative negative: WH family plus had plus subject plus not plus third form of the verb plus object. For example, why had I not attended my computer classes?
This is after talking to Priyanka Rajput, we came across that past perfect tense has 6 different possibilities of sentences, namely affirmative sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, interrogative sentence, and leading finally WH question, and then WH negative. What about its usages? For that segment, she will be focusing light on the usages of past perfect tense. Here we have again a peacock with us that will narrativize uses of past perfect tense. We have gone through past indefinite, we have gone through the usages of past continuous. Let us move to the usages of past perfect tense. Yes, over to Prinka Rajput.
So here I will tell you about the usage of past perfect tense, where we use past perfect tense for an action or the state before the past time. Let us compare the two examples. When I arrived, the meeting began. I arrived, then the meeting began in this. The second example, when I arrived, the meeting had begun. In this, the meeting began before I arrived. Here there are the two examples. We compared it that when I arrived, the meeting began. The exclamation is this: I arrived, then the meeting began. But in the second sentence, the meeting began before I arrived. So thank you.
So before that, again to recapitulate, when do we use past perfect tense? We use for an action or state that happened before the past time. Means I had taken my breakfast. Similarly, for better understanding, there has been a comparison offered by Prinka. What was the comparison? When I arrived, the meeting began. This sentence has an explanation that I arrived, then the meeting began. Arrival is first. And then second example, let us look at it. When I arrived, the meeting had begun. Means the meeting began already before I arrived. So we had completed the journey of past perfect tense. Very soon we will be welcoming you to the jungle safari of past perfect continuous tense. Till then, bye bye. Welcome to the final stage of second part of Jungle Safari of English grammar. We are talking of tenses. What are the tenses? Tenses are inflections of grammar to indicate the inflation and location of an incident. When did it happen? So verbs indicate the nature and time of incident happening via tenses. Here in this part, it is needless to say oft quoted line, but we must use it. A tense is like a three-branched massive tree deeply rooted under the soil of grammar, and its massive branches then scale sky-high literary horizon by its power. Again, to take a view of tenses. Tenses are of three types: present tense, past tense, future tense. Sequentially, past tense, present tense, and future tense in the time frame. It's like three birds sitting on a ladder that is having 4 steps. The first part of the ladder being past indefinite tense when we talk in terms of past tense. Second is past continuous tense. Third is past perfect tense. And the final one is past perfect continuous tense. Here we are to talk of the final step of the ladder, that is past perfect continuous tense. This is the summit of the second part of tense, and we will be moving into the jungle safari of past tense. Hark! What did I see here? I can notice that Shamala is a lady. What's he been doing? Shamala had been watering the plants since Sunday morning, and she had been carrying waters to her home for the last 2 hours. Shamla had been watering the plants since Sunday morning. Now let us enter to the past tense domain. Structurally, past tense can be divided into 4 segments: past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. When we talk of past indefinite, base structure is subject plus second form of verb plus object. When we talk of past continuous, base structure is subject plus was verb plus verb first plus ing plus object. When we talk of past perfect continuous tense, base structure is subject plus had plus verb third plus object. Similarly, when we talk of past perfect continuous tense, the base structure is subject plus had been plus verb first plus ing plus object plus since for plus time. For leading our journey to this jungle safari, we have as a resource person with us, as a guide who will be guiding our journey to jungle safari, is Mr. Puneet Rajput.
Hi friend, here I will tell you about the past perfect continuous tense. The structure of the affirmative sentence is like this: subject plus had plus been plus first from the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique for plus time. Example: Anjali had been writing a letter since morning. Negative structure: subject plus had. Negative sentence structure: subject plus had plus not plus been plus first from the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique for plus time. Example: I had not been talking to you for 3 hours. Intro structure: had plus subject plus been plus first from the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique for plus time. Had I been waiting for you since evening. Intro negative sentence structure: had plus subject plus not plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique 4 plus time. Example: had I not been reading a book since 2 p.m. WH intro question structure WH family plus had plus subject plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique 4 plus time. Example: where had I been searching my book for 2 hours? Intro WH intro negative sentence structure WH family plus had plus subject plus not plus been plus first from the verb plus ing plus object plus since oblique 4 plus time. Example: why had you not been listening to me since morning?
So this way we came to the point that past perfect continuous tense can be projecting 6 form of the 10 sentences. The affirmative one, then negative one, then interrogative, finally leading to interrogative, and a couple of structure more, that is WH family, WH questions, and WH question negative. Let us move to the usages of tense. What does the peacock have to tell? Let us come to the segment for usages. Here is a beautiful peacock going to tell usages of past tense. It told us about the usages of past indefinite. It also told us about the usages of past continuous, and then it also told us the usages of past perfect tense. Hawk. What does this beautiful peacock have to tell of the usages of past perfect continuous tense? So let us listen.
Here the usage of the past perfect continuous tense. For action or the state that went or appeared before the past time. Example: when I found the file, I had been looking it for some time.
So ultimately, we came to know that past perfect continuous tense is used for an action or state that went on over a period before the past time. An example being, when I found the file, I had been looking for it for some time.